Alright, welcome back to the Xmas special. This is a continuation, obviously after Christmas by this point. I would say uh we're coming close to 2026, so that's pretty cool. And thank you for joining us. If you're hopping in later than that,
Awaiting orders.
that's cool as well. What's going on right now is I'm actually working on faction rep a little bit with a bunch of different factions. So we've got some of our miners that we're going to be using to boost faction rep getting set up at various locations where we've ground out the bare minimum for docking entry. And right now we're setting them up in Pious Mist 11 for auto mining. And there's one silicon refinery already here, at least, so I have 2 silicon miners I'm going to send this way. And then hopefully there's not a... Well, actually, hopefully there is a CAC base. That would actually be really cool. But yeah, this is just a little bit of insight on what I'm doing for our management setup as we look to get some like baseline fleet compositions built up. So what I've been doing off camera mostly is what I'm doing right now. Let's get over to... Yeah, I need this actually on the shipyard. I'm gonna fly. Actually getting in the cockpit, yes, I know. And what we're doing is looking on the radar here for the area below.
Civilian ship C.
And blowing up civilian ships. That's all we're doing. So you can see, I don't know if I'll be able to pop it up. Yeah, down here though. Let me see. Yeah, right there. You can see these are security vessels. These are civilian ships below on this radar. So you can fly around all those civilian ships and check to see with if your scanner pops them up as pirates. You can also just chill and camp out here. This also works. But yeah, we're working on the Holy Order of the Pontifex right now. Typically though, I've noticed that wherever you find a criminal ship, typically that's where the respawn will be, at that station. You can do this pretty fast if you have like a loop of stations that are close by. There's like always, it seems like there's always one criminal ship spawned in at a station, but that may not be true. That station's a no-go. Let's head back to the shipyard. We'll just chill there while I do management stuff. Should be a map setting that I keep moving, right? While going to the map. Good. It definitely was immediately proved wrong by the game. There are not guaranteed civilian ship spawns that are criminals. Alright, let's take back. Fingers crossed. Alright, so we're almost to that 4 mil. Is it time for the disco build? I may wait till we get a carrier. Not seeing anything. Pretty lame, huh? That is pretty lame. Alright then. Oh, that's the fighter on top of us smoking. What that smoke trail is. Alright. Well, while we wait for a second here, let's go ahead and get over to a shipyard. This one was out of supplies. We'll see if it can build anything. Yeah, so they're out of micro lattice. Actually. So there is a shortage of materials. Hold up. Am I at the wrong... I think I was looking at the wrong spot. Hold up, let me get to this part right here will be fine. Okay, so if they're out of micro lattices, let's check. We'll just check down here. See what medium ships. They can only make katanas, which are not great. We can make some more bolos and some more baldricks. Might actually make a baldric so I can have the station builder auto trade. Small fighters, kukris. Yeah, you can make copuses. The Koba. This looks clean. 3 engines, 2 shields, 2 forward cannons. Versus a kukri, which is 3 forward cannons with 1 engine and 1 shield. Honestly, the Takoba might be a better fighter. 2 engines, 4 shields, 2 forward cannons for the Callus. If the Callus was faster, I might have to try a couple different fleets of different fighters later. But, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and make some more copuses because we need more for mining. Do the Terran men presets. Probably okay bumping those down, but I'm gonna keep it like that for now. Yeah, it's a fairly decent price. Just get 3. And we'll just put those on order. It's Computronic substrates. Yeah, I don't think I have seen a micro lattice even nearby. They've got a builder right there. All substrates. Carbide. So substrates and carbide. There's a micro lattice factory. Significantly far away though. From up there. So unless the Terrans themselves have something... This does look like it has good demand for ore. Wild. Alright, let's go ahead and do a check. Oh, we got one on radar right here.
Civilian ship C.
Alright, we got him. Gun down. Puts us at -13. And let's go ahead and jump back to what I was looking at. Yeah, so if I get a baldric built, yeah, we're still gonna be short micro lattices. And how much is this going to cost? 1.4 mil. We'll go ahead and get another one on order. So we'll just order that. It'll create a spike in demand in the region, so hopefully it'll trade and they'll stockpile this. But I just need to remember I have that million on queue. Yeah, so we'll be able to get a freighter there. Where's our 3 ships? Right? They're done. They are done. So, gonna go ahead and use one of these as a scout. You can see Uranus here. Or Uranus. Yeah, Uranus here is very much no minerals available. We're gonna go up to the superhighways over here, and we're just gonna go ahead and send them off to scout down in whatever Saturn or asteroid belts or whatever those are. And then here we should have a queue, right, of ships. We go to buy a ship. Yeah, we still have our order. I were to order a Falks, and I was gonna do the Xmas starter build. It's at 4.5 million in cost for materials. And our Helios here. Actually going to use these to trade. So let's look at our demand. Here. We have, but maybe we actually do have most of the materials now. 1 second. Doing the upkeep thing. Oh yeah, we just need computronic substrates. We have the whole parts, silicon carbide's already there. If we didn't go for a builder, I'd already have this done. Yeah, that one's busy. Let's see what we can get. There's an Antigone Republic right here. We're gonna go ahead and get him assigned. So we need, what, 11 computronic substrates? We're gonna go ahead and head to Pio here. Go ahead and buy 11. And come back in to trade these with this build storage here. Alright. Well, they may actually need a 13. That was weird. Did I do my math wrong? I probably did. Or did I just select a wrong amount. Possible that I did that too. I'm just gonna buy a couple more. If I don't need them, I don't need them. They'll just be in our cargo hold. Yeah, I don't need them. We'll just fly back. That's 2 minutes. This last auto trade I don't need. So buy this one as a trade. Yeah, we can get rid of that. Fox is ready. Alright, let's check. I've probably missed a few here. See any red on the screen? I'm not seeing anything. And let's go ahead and check up on our scout. Just doing upkeep, so it's not that serious. We're looking for the Nimcha. Advanced composites, microchips. We're gonna go into this sector. And we do have the Academy ship here with... This should have all our advanced crew members. Yes, so we do have a lot of advanced Marines. Couple veterans, but not too many. Just do a quick review of what we got. If there's any criminal activity. We need to, what, 4 more civilian ships, I guess? Because we need to get to -9 faction rep. That's all we gotta hit. And we're at -13 right now, if you look in the bottom right corner of the screen. So, definitely doable. Alright, and then let's check on all those copuses we sent out that are minerals. We got, they're still just moving slowly to where they need to be. We had a baldric being made up here at the... Okay, so they did get supplies in because of the demand. Who knows if that was their own demand or if it was ours, but it looks like they are producing a bunch of different ships and traders too. Which tells me they had a bottleneck. So, probably caused due to the price not being high enough to exceed a lot of those other facilities that have demand as well. We just got another baldric right here. And we should be able to assign him... not yet. Rating 4 commander. Yeah, looks like there is a... We're gonna assign him to HQ first. And that is all we need to do. These are all the miners. Yeah. Let's check our station manager here. He's got 2 skill points, or she. So we have build storage and then main. Do I actually... Oh, there is nothing to build. Let me look at our plan. Check on this station. So we do have our dock. We've got some solar cells. That'll work. I can go ahead and increase our solar cell capacity. So I can use these just to build with. I should have just copied. So we'll go ahead and confirm these changes. I'll create demand and then we'll just apply the buy offers. Let's see what builders we have access to. Don't see any popping up on visual. None of the visuals we have. There's one right here. That's Argon. And here's a Kyoshu. We got that. Cool. So everything is fine there. Operational budget. With a trader there, he'll start trading the energy cells we make. So eventually that'll be positive as well. And let's accept both estimates. Alright, as we get our trade empire going so that we're making passive money. This gets built, we'll be way better off than we are right now for income. And let's check to see if there are any nefarious fellows around. We need some criminals. That's all I'm looking for. Not going to be the most interesting episode, but it is one of the more important ones. Here we go.
Civilian ship C.
Got it. Barely. Don't want to clip the station. About the only big issue you could have is shooting the station and losing faction rep when you're trying to gain it. And we'll have to let this play through. Let's check on those other scouts. The Nimcha. Like, got some builders over here and refined goods. I'm gonna go ahead and say that's refined metals probably. Nope, it's ore. They want ore. So that is important to no end. We're gonna go ahead and put satellite, a resource probe, and we are going to schedule the scout path that we want to take. And we're going to go ahead and build some more copuses. And then I'm either going to go there or there. I'm not sure yet. Okay. What are our minerals doing? Looks like one did make it all the way through already. What are they buying? Hydrogen? Alright, so we got a hydrogen demand here. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that This is hydrogen in this system. We'll go ahead and put a satellite and a resource probe, and we can build a bolo. And then once that is set, we're going to send him to go mine. So that's in Titan. Uranus. Still scouting. Not a lot going on there. Let's check. Yeah, he still hasn't made his way out. Alright, so let's go ahead and build another gas miner. Yeah, we should be medium ships, bolo gas, basic pio, and one of those is fine. Yeah, so we'll have another hydrogen one. Set up. And that'll be the wrap for this one, who should just be sitting. Yep, you see the waiting symbol. So let's get... Oh, I don't even know, now that I'm thinking about it, what system this is. Pious Mist 4. We're gonna mine ore in Pious Mist 4. Looks like there's a silicon facility as well. Let's get that scout. We'll go ahead and get that lit up with a satellite. Yeah, there's ore and silicon in here. Saturn 2. Actually not a bad space if you look at the resources. So it's got gas and ore in here. So that would tell me this is a good spot to get miners set up for the Terrans, because I'm assuming there's a bunch of ore stations in here processing. But I do not know. So we're gonna have to have this Copus do some scouting, which is the worst thing in the world. These are horrible at doing this. And this one, I'm actually surprised I did not find a gate. I was thinking there would be another gate somewhere over here, and there probably is. I'm not going to use a Copus to figure that out. I think that's kind of my bottom line. Alright, Grand Exchange has their Baldricks. Go ahead and check for criminals. Per chance, we may run into one. While doing the random upkeep. Yeah, because after this...
We will be scanning your cargo hold.
Oh, that's not good. You can leave me alone.
Release your contraband immediately.
What contraband? Don't do this to me.
Release your contraband immediately.
Ah. We're not gonna fight anything because we'll ruin our rep. Let's get away from the station. We'll just go to the next system, which I guess doesn't matter. Yeah, we could go to, like, Pontifex's Claim or something. Actually, we could go through this gate, check on the Xenon. Regions. Go into Xenon region space. Oh, it's interesting the Teladi are building in here. I've never seen this take place. Alright, let's look at our scout. Didn't mean to do that. Move that order. Yeah, so they got a silicon factory. I don't see... Yeah, that's that gate. We'll go ahead through this one after we place down that satellite.
Terranid Wharf.
Okay, yeah, the Paranid are still... It's just that one station that hates us. All enemies armed, collect, armed. Looks like everything's where we would want it. And then this one will be ready, and we're gonna send that one off to mine. Hold up. I flew over the wharf. Did I not? I'm not gonna do, like, anything crazy. I'm just gonna ram straight into the wharf. This time. We'll see if all those police ships are around us. Alright, so we got our first trade with the Paranid, or some of our first trades, and I saw that. So something's mining or trading.
Requesting permission to dock.
Docking permission granted.
I'm just gonna do a quick skim. Yeah,
Awaiting orders.
Okay, so that Copus is ready to go mine silicone in highest mist 4. Yeah, I didn't see anything around the exterior here. No criminal activity we can take advantage of over there. Let's try here. By the wharf itself. Yeah, the ship fabrication bay. One of the first things we should build. You get so much money from those. You get the designs for these various factions. I'm actually very surprised there's this few criminals in all these stations. Like, the Holy Order of the Pontifex is really keeping their systems clean. Here, there's a bunch of civilian ships popping up on the radar here. Maybe one of these? Nope. Oh, there we go.
Short range transporter.
That's our
B.
buddy. Rip guy. But what do you give us? Hopefully something good. Anyway, we're gonna get on that Copus here.
Please hold. We'll be scanning your cargo
Oh,
hold.
I might have to run again.
Release your contraband immediately.
Alright. Well, we're gonna go ahead and bail.
Thanks for your help. Release your contraband immediately.
We're not trying to fight anyone. We're just taking our rep and running on running on our way. Not trying to start a fight. I don't want to have my turrets gun you down, guys. Stay back. I see a patrol fleet. Okay, they're getting overconfident over there. Alright, so he is mining. Get this guy set up correctly. We're gonna execute his or disable his wait order. Let's see. Did sector police chase us? Doesn't look like it. So we'll stop here. Maybe we'll get lucky. Get a quick civilian ship we can blow up. There's one. It's within the shield of the dock.
Civilian ship B.
Alright. We got one. We need one more. This is assuming we don't get scanned. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? Looks like our third Copus does not have any stations found, which is crazy. That they don't... This would be why they have a metallic issue. If they don't have any microlattice facilities, period. They have computronic substrates over there. A dock. Because then they're just purely trading for everything that they're trying to make. Which is horrible. Yeah, so we should have one ore, one silicone. And then we got this guy in Sacred Relic. Remove that order. Playtronics or productions in here. I want to say there should be another space over here, though. Like, this just doesn't feel like everything that should be in here. I mean, that's 3, but I don't know. We'll find out. Alright, let's give it a go. See.
Thanks for your help.
One more. We just need one more civilian. It's a smuggler. One more smuggler civilian ship, please. I don't think we're gonna be that lucky, though. Doesn't seem like it. I mean, these are the large ship docking bays. That's a build storage. Looks like a swamp wheat thing. Yeah, I don't know about that. Alright, let's get back to what we can see. We did find another jump gate, so we'll go through there. We do have that bolo. And we want that in Titan. Or on Titan, in Titan. Hydrogen. So we get a whole nother hydrogen one. That's the Baldric. Yeah, and this is really bad. Not having anywhere to sell anything that we're mining or doing anything with is pretty terrible. We can go ahead and throw a satellite over there, but that's lame. Alright, so doesn't look like I'm gonna get lucky here. Oh, I see some on the other side. We could scout. There we go.
Civilian ship B.
That's all we needed. That is all we needed from that. Oh, that was a lot of loot. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and move forward. Just a little bit away from the station. We'll just wait for our rep to go down. Or up. Closer to 0. Yeah, we'll be going up because we're gonna be -9. Anyway, we're just gonna chill for a hot second. Let's get some build orders up. For a couple more mining ships. I want Copuses. And we'll add that to the queue, and we're gonna build 4 this time for 1 million. Alright, and probably just end this episode here before we go through that gate, now that we have the rep. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll catch everyone on the next episode, and we'll get it going.